Hey guys, welcome to your Moon in Leo reading. Yay! We're going to be taking a look at the dates of March 3rd. Yes, March 3rd to March 6th. And as you know, it is my pleasure to read for you. And you don't actually have to have any placements in particular to get something out of these readings. And you don't actually have to be watching it at the time that it's made. If it's before you and it resonates, then hey, maybe it's for you. And if something doesn't quite resonate, I would invite you to back pocket it, because these are energies, and energies do their own thing in their own time. So it may just be that it hasn't made itself aware or available to you, your conscious mind. If you'd like to work with me, you know exactly where to find me. You can check me out on Etsy, and it'll be pretty fun to work together. So let's jump in. As I started getting this reading started, and I just put the cards down, I haven't looked yet, I was hearing the Reading Rainbow song. Remember? Butterfly in the sky. You remember that one? I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Yeah, I love that song. And I'm wondering what's going on. And the first thought I got is, that's right, it's a learning month. I just finished doing the March reading, so that's kind of getting ready to be uploaded as well. Maybe after this, though, because I want to get this one out sooner. But March is going to be a big month for learning. And so I think that that's why we have these energies already showing up for us. Let me have a seat. Hold on. Hey. As I see this Eight of Cups card here, I'm getting already that for you guys in this month, you've already had some major victories. You've already made some major steps and whatnot, but I'm definitely getting that there's something that you're going to be asked to look at again. I don't want to use the word repeat, because for some of you maybe repeat, but for some of you that's not the word. It's like review. Not even review. Gosh, what is this energy? But to look at. I'm also getting somebody's brother is being highlighted here for some reason. So, but it's like you're done. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of empty cups, but you may wonder why you're still in a certain arena. For example, like, okay, I've finished doing this, I've said my piece here, or I have closed this account, but why am I still here? Why am I not on to my next thing? Or I've left this job, or where's my new job, for example? So maybe there's something that you're trying to get off the ground. Whatever is going on, you have victory. I'm seeing this card here. But you're being asked to look around in your environment maybe just one more time. And this is weird because now I'm getting for like 3 months. so maybe another 3 months, whatever this is. It doesn't have to be a full 3 months, but they're kind of saying there's something else here that needs to be discovered. All right. So during this time, obviously this moon in Leo is just going to be for a few days, but we're reading energies. And as I always tell you guys, I'm looking at the state of the collective at this moment, but please remember this could carry on for a while, or could have been carrying on for a while already. So ego, the spirit definitely talked about ego in the March 2023 reading. During the month of March, we're going to be having a lot of unmasking. February was filled with unmaskings and revelations, particularly as it relates to other people. But you know how it goes, guys. If you see it in other people, it's really just a reflection of you. But here, as we move into the month of March, but also in this week, because we're in the month of March, we're really going to be seeing a lot about ourselves. So Spirit is asking for dedication. In particular, for somebody here, I'm getting that you're going to be getting some type of money. I'm feeling money, but be careful, because it's coming into my hand and I hold it and now I'm hooked. So be mindful of where energies are coming from for you. Some of you may be going through some type of energy madness, is what they're saying. And actually the title of the March 2023 reading is March Madness, right? There's a lot of madness going on in this month because they're working on the third eye. all of a sudden I felt like I got sick, and I also felt like I couldn't talk about it anymore. All of a sudden my hands went to my mouth. I was like I just couldn't talk about something anymore. So we have to, I don't know, that's probably for somebody here, but just reporting it to you guys. This is a month where things are going to be in a little bit of an upheaval energy. And so we're seeing this energy here. So Spirit is saying, get focused and dedicated. Make sure that you get into this month with a plan. What is your plan? Sit down, make a plan for the next few weeks. Dare I say it, few months, whatever. Some of you, some Capricorns are probably like, oh, I already have a 5-year plan. Like, okay, great job, Capricorn, yay. But the rest of us, right? Yeah, so just be mindful what it is you're trying to accomplish, because as you move forward this month, you can probably be knocked down a little bit because of what's going on in your environment. They're also talking about how important it is going to be to stand still and to stay still, because when you're still, just like this cute little Knight of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Earth is the slowest moving knight, and sometimes he even stops to reflect, right? So if he's standing still, guess what he's able to do? He's able to observe. So this could be a month where Spirit asks you to take certain breaks. This is a month where you want to be in marathon mindedness. Now it's kind of like, well, we're talking about these few days here, but now we're talking about the month. Well, of course, because if they're saying to plan for the month, and the month has already started, the energies are already here, then guess what? It would behoove you to get this information here. So they're also saying to double check information that's coming into you, whether it's money, because money is just energy, right? Or whether it's information, there's an energy that it may not be what it's cracked up to be. It may not be honest and on the up and up. That last part is not for everybody, but they want you to double take, triple take. Be sure about why you're extending yourself and your energies. And so be sure why you're helping other people. Be sure why you're reaching out to other people. This is the extension of energy, the expression of energy, the output. So be mindful of where you're putting your energy into. At the same time, be mindful, like I said, of money that's coming in for you, because I'm seeing a lot of people right now maybe struggling with their money. And when I say struggling with their money, it doesn't even necessarily need to be money in particular, but it most likely is, but it's the stability more like maybe their tree is being shaken, right? I'm trying to move my hands at the same time. Right? Their stability is being shaken in some way. So when panic starts to set in, you want to be mindful, because if somebody, it creates like a vulnerability, an opening. So if anyone comes and tries to offer you something and you try to take it because you're panicked, you may sign yourself up. I mean, the words want to come out, but sign yourself up for a deal with the D. So just be mindful, and you could take that however you take it, and you will take that however you take it, because how you see these kinds of things deal with the D, right? How you take it is at your level of consciousness, right? Whatever that is, I don't know. So just be mindful of how you play with your shadows. Your shadows are going to come out. Look at this. A false sense of entrapment. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Did the D really make you do it? Did he? And I'm not talking the D that we all love. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. This is a PG friendly place. I'm talking about the D that I'm just trying to get around these censors with algorithms. But the D that is the opposite of heaven. That's what I'm talking about. Not the D that is heaven. Sorry. I'm so bad. Oh, okay. Anyway, look. So you can, is it the D, or is that your own shadow? This is the month for discernment. Yeah, discernment. Not the D you want, but the D you need, right? Ego, a false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things. Negative or fear-based thoughts. This is March. March madness is what they're saying. And I don't mean basketball. Is that a basketball term? Is it? I don't know. How do you counter fears? Well, you get grounded. You get grounded. You check in with your emotions. Oh, why would I be feeling this way? Oh, triggers. Look over here. Our triggers deck. Yeah, it's off to the side by the lovely Lynette over at Total Divine Products on Etsy. Total Divine Products. God bless her. Let's go ahead and pull a few, you know. Look at Lynette just keeping us all together. You know, thanks, Lynette. I don't know if she's gonna watch this, but but we still have to give her a shout out. God bless. I can act resentful and distance myself from people for months without addressing the issue. Yeah. Guess what? When you get triggered, some of you go into this behavior. You're probably going to be getting, well, not probably, this is going to be the month to be triggered. Oh my gosh, look at my Virgo trying to line everything up. Just let it go, Jay. Let it go. When I fail to set boundaries with others, I become angry with myself for days, of course. Because you know what you're capable of. You know you're capable of protecting yourself better. When I feel unworthy, I get into hermit mode with no explanations to others. Even though I am wrong, I struggle to apologize. So in this month and during these 3 days, because we're flat in it, please be mindful that your stuff is kicking up. You may be feeling like, I'm trying to get something off the ground, I'm trying to move forward. If you find that you're spending too long or staying too long or there's a delay in any one area, just please know, sorry, I'm just laughing because the guide says too much. Just know that that is because there's something more for you to discover. Now, if you find that you're still putting what you come up with outside of you, like, oh, this is why it is. It's because my parents. It's because my boyfriend or husband or wife or girlfriend. Oh, it's because my kids. Oh, it's because whatever. It's because the D made me do it, right? You got to go further. You must go further. Because at the end of the day, it's you. What inside of you had so many open doors that whatever this influence is, whoever or whatever it is, could walk right in and get you all turned around. I also want to say in the month of March that it's going to be a major perception month. Guys, oh my God, it's staring me in the face. It's Pisces energy. I just went through the whole March madness discussion about all of this and never thought, oh, Pisces. Love you. Oh my God. Now, Pisces and Aries together. Oh God. Guys, be careful this month. Okay? Because the last thing you want to do is be all confused about what's going on around you and then lash out at people like Aries. Pisces, confusion and delusion. Aries, lashing out without thinking. Good God, what? I need to go re-record that whole video. Okay. So anyway, here we are. Moon in Leo. Moon in Leo, ego. Oh my God. See, I'm not an astrologer. I just read the energies. Okay. But it makes sense. So, groundedness is what we need. Spirit is saying that over the next few days as well, as much as in this month, but sometimes in this month, I think a kick in the butt is more needed. But what I'm getting here right now is self-comfort. I want to say self-comfort, and the words that are trying to push themselves out of my mouth is self-wounding. So first of all, that's one of the things we want to be mindful of. Are you self-sabotaging? Are you self-wounding? Are you self-punishing? So please be mindful about the energies that you're moving in. Being angry with yourself, secluding yourself, right? So watch these kinds of energies during this time. I'm getting a nod to your career. So it's interesting because I just got your career's fine. So whoever that is for, your career's fine. Hopefully that's for me too. I don't know. We were always out here hoping and wondering, right? But I'm also getting calculated risk. Okay. So some of you may be thinking to take a risk during this month of some sort. A calculated risk, I think, would be okay during this month. If you're doing a creative project, if your boss has asked you to do something and you have a full reign of it, and so you really need to work it up and tie up loose ends for yourself, you're going to be fine this month in general, as long as you are calculating. This is not the month to go willy-nilly. If you've got Sagittarius energy, Sagittarian placements I'm getting, and you're not grounded and you're not in your empathy place, be careful. Okay, be careful. This is not the month to do that. This is a month for taking a more steadfast approach. I love how my hand just needed to turn like this for in particular. Oh, what are these cards? I don't know. A steadfast approach. Okay. You can be about your heart this month. Yeah, look, 9 of Cups. Yeah, see, wish fulfillment. You can be about your heart this month, but don't get so caught up in your emotions that you are going crazy. Okay? Don't get so caught up in your emotions. 3 of Water. Look at all this water. Look at all these cups. Okay, yeah. So now let's talk a little bit about this moon in Leo energy that I'm picking up as it's running through your chart. Some of you could benefit from looking at your chart, by the way, your natal chart. But with an astrologer, right? Or check out all the amazing astrologers, right? They can check out your aspects, see how things are hitting you and stuff. But if you're part of this collective, I'm just reading about the energies as they're impacting your field and all of that. But I'm feeling that I don't want to say trickster energy, but there could be a trickster energy floating around here at this time. Anytime you have fears running rampant, there's a trickster energy around. Now, some people may call it the D. Some people may have other names in other languages for it. I don't know. Kokopelli, is he? I don't know what he's known for. I don't know. Very, very shallow understanding of Kokopelli, I'm sure. But I just remember him being a trickster energy. He may or may not even apply here, but it doesn't matter. The point is, if you are in your worthiness, your belief in your worthiness, if you've come to your senses and you realize, oh shoot, for a minute there, I almost took an action that was in alignment with a belief that I didn't deserve this, or that I was unworthy, or that I was less than, I'm a second-class citizen. Oh, phew, glad I caught that. Now I can respond with a more sensible and more realistic belief, which is that I am worthy. That's what it means to act in faith and to act in alignment with yourself, your higher self. So during this month, regardless of what is thrown your way, what you think you're seeing, what you think you're experiencing, remember that this too shall pass. Number 1. Number 2, remember what the guide said recently. They're going to be testing people. Okay? What are they testing? The heart. At the end of the day, the heart. When you went into panic mode, what did you do? Did you have faith? Did you lash out at others? Did you lash out at yourself? Did you stop everything? Did you freeze? Did you fight? Did you flight? Did you flight? Did you run? What did you do? Did you bury your head in the sand? When someone came to you with an issue, what did you do? Right? Now be mindful. Just because someone comes to you doesn't mean you have to give them anything. What if your lesson is to say no? Did you say no? Or did you hold on because you wanted to help and you want to... What if your lesson was to say yes? Did you say yes? Or did you shut down because you let your traumas get in the way, right? So it's really going to be about you individually. As I'm saying this, I'm getting that over these days right now, some of you are already dealing with this. Maybe some of you are dealing with someone else that is making you feel a certain type of way. So remember, you can watch things, you can see things, you can hear things, you can whatever, but the real test is, do you make this a part of your belief system? And so that's what is so dangerous, they say, about certain TV shows and about certain things. Yeah, certain games, yeah, no one's making you pick up a gun or carjack somebody, you know, and none of this. That's true. It's ultimately true, and that's the sad thing about humanity. Do we learn the hard way? No one ever made you drop that bomb. No one made you pick up that gun. No one made you steal that. No one made you cheat. No one made you. You did it, right? And that's one of the hardest lessons that we may have to face when we go back home, to see how far from our essence we were able to go and to get, because we left or we took leave of our ownership, right? But at the end of the day, you are going to be asked, did I love? And the truth is that what you surround yourself with does program you. So while you may never pick up a gun and do something just because you listen to certain music or just because you watch certain things, you are still actively consuming lower vibrational things that are creating doorways in your energetic field for things to align with you, whether you're aware of it or not. You're also conditioning the subconscious to become normal, see this thing as normalized, even if it's not normalized to the point where like, oh, I do it. But it's normal because it's in your everyday environment. Right? So you have to be mindful of what you're consuming. And it's not because things are good or bad, but things are high vibration and they're low vibration. And as much as we want to sit here and say, oh, but Jay, but that's the truth. And maybe sometimes you just have to grow up and realize that's the truth. So when you imbibe certain things, when you are engaging in certain things, when you're watching certain things, when you're doing certain things, do it. But when you're done, you have to practice proper spiritual hygiene to clear your fields and to get back clear again, get grounded, call in the light, raise your vibration. Or just go to bed, right? And remain open to whatever wants to come in, right? I mean, whatever, do what you got to do. But look, when I fail to set boundaries with others, I become angry at myself for days. Yeah. Okay. A lot of times we are just moving to the beat of others' drums, so dissociated from who we are because we've been conditioned and programmed to be something else, to fall into a lump, to fall into a marketing group, right? And then we wonder why we're so upset. We wonder why this and that, why we're getting ill, why all sorts of stuff. Why am I wearing the same pair of shoes as the other person, and this other guy got killed for wearing the same shoes? Like, ooh, this is madness. This is so far out of your zone. Okay, so really imagine like a cute little cute little ball of dough. But when it's rolled out so far, its shape is so different from what it is. It's just all over the place. And God forbid if there's not enough flour for it, now it's all sticking all over the place and fragmenting and being weird, and right. So during this month, and including this time here, as we come off the moon in Cancer, see all this water into the moon in Leo, and now we're in Pisces season. It's very, very important to get grounded and to observe what it is that you're doing. Because listen, hey, they weren't driving, you weren't driving your car, they were driving it, but they parked it anywhere. The parking ticket's to your car. That's you. It's not the person driving it. So get in the driver's seat. What are we talking about? Get grounded, see? Because here we are in all this water, but you have to counter it with groundedness. Now, during this time as well, the guides are also encouraging you to learn. Again, oh yeah, March is going to be a time of learning, but so is this time here. And here we are under this moon. It's nice to learn. And when we say learn, you can definitely 24 minutes, 24 seconds, pick up a good book and learn something new, learn something about yourself. But in particular, you're going to be gathering a lot of information about yourself. And as I was mentioning in the March reading, Recently, the guides have been really revealing to us those who are around us and who are out of their integrity with us, those who have been treating us horribly, and just revealing to us the energies around us and teaching us how to have nuanced discernment. When you have nuanced discernment, as I mentioned in the other video, you are no longer creating this good person, bad person kind of energy. Now you're allowing yourself to see the innocence in others a little bit more. And now it looks like, oh, this person is just having a bad day. Oh, this wasn't about me at all. Oh, this was my stuff. This was my shadow of wanting to control everything. I projected it onto this person and thought they were trying to control the space, and they weren't. They weren't even thinking about this. Turns out they're going through a divorce, and that was on their mind for the last 3 months. They didn't even see me. So these are examples of how you're being encouraged to move forward. Dare I say it, to grow up? All of us, right? And I say you, but please understand that I'm also talking to me, because I always go back and watch the videos after, because I forget what comes through. And it's also for me, I learn and grow from these videos as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and use, oh my gosh, you guys, you're the first to, thank you guys, you're the first to have a reading. Well, not really, I did the daily reading with these cards, but this is the first video to have a reading with these awesome new cards. These are called the White Sage Tarot in a tin, because they came with a tin. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit bummed because the tin that it came in, it had this big sticker on it, like for the sale or selling or whatever. And I've just been trying to get it off, and I'm kind of bummed about it. But you know what? So what, right? Just a material, but such a nice tin. So let's see what's going on for this spread of days here. Remember, it's energy. So even though we're looking at the moon in Leo time, these are energies that are coming in. Temperance, this is exactly what we're talking about. Okay, I'm seeing temperance here. Temperance meaning bringing balance to what's happening. Be very as grounded as you can. We've had the Knight of Earth and we had the King of Earth, countering all that's going to be going on, because during this entire month you're going to be working heavily on perception. So yeah, so if you want to make moves this month, please make sure that it's calculated and it's grounded and for the right reasons. But in addition to this temperance, I'm definitely seeing a nod to good spiritual hygiene. You're really being asked to clear your field, clear. So if you clear your field once a day, for example, that's not enough, but let's up it to 3 times a day. If you do it 3 times a day, let's up it to 6 times a day, they're saying, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot that's going to be going through your field. They're also saying there's going to be a lot of information that's passing through your field, because and if you're clairaudient or you're clairvoyant or you have some other clair going on, you can sense the energy. You're going to be very aware of this energy. You know, some of you are going to feel it in your body. Yeah, some of you, because my stomach just jumped and they're like, don't forget the body. Yeah, some of you may have aches, pains. Some of you will, I'm getting a grandmotherly energy. Yay. Oh, they're saying they're going to be helping. Oh, thank God. No, thank you. Ancestors, get it. Okay. They're going to be helping with the energies, helping you to cycle through these energies. They're saying a lot of it also will be emotional. So the energies of feeling unwanted will be coming up for a lot of you guys, right? And so they're going to be helping to counter that by pumping a lot of love into your field and reminding you how great you are and what you're doing. And I'm just seeing this guy like you, just with your hand on your heart, like, thank you. Yeah, so just receive. It's so funny. So long story short, this month you're going to be practicing, thank you. You're going to be practicing better discernment. I would grab a notebook and write some stuff down. And I will remember that not all stuff is you, yeah? But a lot of it is, okay? So just remember that. Don't say your girl Jay didn't mention that. A lot of it is you. Oh, justice. So it's just, wasn't I just talking about balancing stuff? Because we're balancing these energies. As these things start coming up, you want to balance out. And so keep clearing your field, getting grounded, taking calculated moves, and remembering not all of it is you, but a lot of it is. Wow, Eight of Pentacles, work. Yeah, you're going to be practicing this. Wow. This is the Justice card. The heart being weighed against the feather, right? So I'm just saying, just be mindful with that Aries energy. Don't start lashing out. They're saying, you see how we have this Eight of Pentacles? It looks very similar to the Six of Wands. But Six of Wands is victory, by the way. We do have the Six of Wands, boink, 2 times, yay. But I do want to show you that this month, and also during this time, during this moon, you're going to, and you're in the ego too, so be careful, right? Watch for the ego. Watch for the ego. Because anything can come and whisper things in your ear. Be careful. If you're in panic mode and people offer you money, if you're in lack mode, people offer you something, be careful. You may not need it, right? But you see how we have these cute little, I forgot what these plants are called, but they have a little fuzzy bud on them. It almost looks like they're poking at this little ribbon. But the ribbon is not bright yellow like this. The ribbon, and it looks like these are actually behind the ribbon. What this is showing me is that if you continue to do your work during this month, what you're doing is you're bringing yourself to become impenetrable. Yeah, who cares who's whispering stuff in my ear? No one's going to make me do anything because I'm behind the driver's seat. And I'm not giving in to my fear voice. I'm not giving in to my shadows. I'm not giving in to my wounds. I'm not rolling with victim consciousness. I'm not working with poverty consciousness. I'm not trying to be a martyr out here. I don't have low self-worth. I'm not, so any D who wants to come and whisper in my ear is not going to have its way with me because I'm impenetrable. And in fact, I'm divinely focused on getting things done. Eight of Pentacles. What am I getting done? I don't know. Hold on. Let me ask God. Hello? Yeah, it's me. I was just, are you busy? Oh, okay, no. Listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're really busy these days, but I was just wondering, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I'd love to do that. Thank you. Okay. All right. Oh, love you too. Bye. So guys, I just spoke to God and I got my assignments. And what did he get? What did he say, or they say, or they, or whatever? First of all, there he is, King of Cups. You rang. Yeah, don't worry about it. We just want you to go through a little transformation right now. We'll work on your eye. We're just trying to get you to see things a little bit straighter. I don't know what you've been doing for the past 8 years, but we're just out here trying. Yes, your guides will work with you. They're going to give you a key. We're going to work with you in your sleep time as well, because we know that your ego is down and you're not really being bothered by a lot of stuff. And we're going to make this happen. Cool? Okay, I'm ready, God. That's exactly the conversation we just had. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And now here you are. I'm ready to get started. Okay? Get started doing what? Becoming impenetrable. By the end of 2023, you should be so good at discerning, because you have come face to face with your stuff, and you will during these days, by the way, because we're in March and this is the year. We're already in the 3rd month, right? You will become so good because you will know your stuff. You will know what you're working with under your hood. You will own it, and you will have set your sights on something higher, divine will, where you align your will to the will of the divine. You'll also be working on your heart chakra. You're going to be stepping into divine heart. Because you're asking, what is that? Because clearly I don't know what it is. I thought I knew what love is, but I don't. Because I'm out here attacking the world and not even realizing it and thinking the world's attacking me. So clearly, what? So please let me get into the right heart, so I'm no longer having my own small-time will to show people what's what. So, divine heart and divine mind. God, I don't see anything. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. So please help me out. They're like coming right up. That's 2023. We're working on your discernment. So by the end of this year, divine heart, divine mind, divine will. And if that's not the Holy Trinity, I really don't know what is, right? So I'm pleased to say that during this moon, you're going to have some practice. Yay! Practice. Practice at what? Training yourself to become impenetrable. Okay? Impenetrable. All while cultivating ideological flexibility. As we talked about before, and we mentioned again in the March reading, ideological flexibility refers to your ability to erect structures within the mind, aka beliefs, thoughts, that are strong enough to be strong, but are malleable enough to be transmuted, to be tweaked, to be reshaped, so that you don't get stuck in any one belief pattern. Okay, we have to kind of just give ourselves that gift, because there's so many structures, cultural, subcultural, educational structures, right? Learning from the streets, those structures we get, all sorts of things, people projecting onto us from left, right, and center. So this is about you learning to navigate this landscape like a boss. And you do that by owning your stuff. And we start by remembering, oh, shoot, everything's me. I may not know how or why, and I'm feeling a certain type of way because I've been hurt and I'm still processing stuff, but I'm willing to get on the journey to seeing more clearly. With God. With God. With the light. Please. And not just any light, the highest and purest of vibrations of love. Okay? I don't want any dim buddies out here trying to get me off my path. No, sirree. All right? Anyway, so I definitely, is there anything? Oh, the guides, they're so sweet. I was going to say, is there anything else? They're so sweet. They said the guardians are watching. Me like, what? The guardians are watching. In the March reading, they said the overlords are watching. And I can't remember what they said with that. My bad. Guess you'll have to tune in. Oh. But let's look at the guardians. The guardians. Yeah, maybe the same thing. Now, how you hear that, yeah, it seems like the same thing. How you hear that the guardians are watching is going to depend upon your physical structure. Physical structure, your energetic structures, which lend itself to your physical structure. But anyway, in other words, where you are in your consciousness, you're going to define what I just said in your own way, and you're probably going to have some type of, some type of emotion along with that. So what do you think they meant when they said the guardians are watching? And then I'll tell you, they just told me what they meant. Did you feel scared? Did you feel protected? Did you feel like, who's watching me? Were you like, what are guardians? My angels, my grandma, my ETs? And the guides actually just said, they weren't talking to you. That's so funny. Okay, they didn't say it like that. I'm putting so much on it, but it's a serious topic. They're not talking to you. They're talking to others who are watching you. So we'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that. The guides are like, because they're out there. There are beings out there that watch. What are they watching? They're watching those who they know are stepping into progress. They know that you're stepping into progress. Now, if you've watched me for a while, you know that I try to stay true to just whatever's coming through, and that I don't like to I don't say scare people, because you choose to be scared based on how you receive what I'm telling you, right? But when they say certain things, I have to give it, okay? And so just to let you know, take a look at the March reading again, because the guides towards the end went into welcoming a whole new class, because there's another round of initiations going. We're in a round right now, but there's another round coming in, and they did a little bit of an orientation for them, God bless. And maybe you're among them, who knows? But remember that there are beings that are watching right now, because they see in your energy field what you're capable of. Okay, just like they could see each other, they could see you. You know, just like here we can see animals and like, oh my God, that's a cat. Oh my God, that's a dog. Oh my God, that's a zebra. Right? We can see the difference. So for those of you who carry sacred service contracts and you have abilities and you have all sorts of stuff, you're probably lighting up like a Christmas tree. And so you want to make sure that you're constantly shielding up, paying attention to what it is that you're doing, right? Because Spirit is trying to strengthen you. Because if you're watching my channel, you're here because you have some type of agreement that you made a long time ago before you came into this planet to lend a hand, to working on this planet to raise the vibration, whatever that looks like for you. You have creative reign here. But while you're down here, you do have to protect yourself, because you're limited in your perceptions. And so a lot of you are working with shadow energies inside that you have to work through. You are too hard on yourself. You've been conditioned certain ways. And these things make you weak to impressions. They make you weak to being swayed. So sometimes you, like, so many stories. I'm trying not to make these videos long, but I think I shared this video with you guys. I think I shared this. I didn't share this video yet. I think I shared this story with you guys, but I remember one time I woke up in Japan, and I just as I was waking up, because I'm very clairaudient, by the way, just as I was waking up, I think the being that was whispering in my ear, literally like, did not know that I had woken up, like physically woken up, like do 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 do. And I woke up and I could hear with my conscious mind, like, oh shoot, something's whispering in my ear. And because I was between sleep and wake, I was able to hear that those voices, what I was hearing and being whispered, is the same thing that was in my dream. And I realized in that moment, this being was trying to influence me. And I'll tell you exactly what it was saying. I don't remember the first part, but it was like, so-and-so did this. I don't remember what it was he was saying, but so-and-so did this, and you're just mad about it, aren't you? It was literally just like that. And when I look, and then if I remember right, it looked like a nun. It had like a nun's habit on. Weird, I know. And no, I was not drinking. No, I was not imbibing or smoking or watching horror movies before bed or blah, blah, blah. Okay, for those of you who are like, but maybe you. No. And I heard it as clear as day. And it's almost like I could feel it, like etherically, even feel the whispering in my ear, like someone's hot breath in my ear. And you're just mad about it, aren't you? This is the world we live in. And I don't want to say it's scary, but it's, listen, imagine if someone said today, like, why do you think you tell your kids stranger danger? You know what's out there physically, but do you know what's out there non-physically? And much is in the same way that you can take certain precautions when you're working in the physical, you must take certain precautions when you're working in the non-physical. Especially, as you saw, 44 minutes, 11 seconds. Especially being the beings that you are. Because again, I don't know. God just said, God, universe, holy instinct, I don't know, told me to get this channel started and do this and that. And I was like, okay, I'll do a YouTube channel. And then later, they were like, oh, by the way, and then I noticed that the people I work with have sacred contract, 44 minutes, 44 seconds. And that's why my first major, but reading that was more than just a general reading was the stepping into mastery. Because the people I read for are masters at what they do. You're literally at work. This is totally employment on this planet. This is what you came for. You didn't come here to further an innovation where some people have, right, in the science field, in other fields. You didn't come here for the sake of introducing a new form of beauty and or to cultivate the kids, you came here to work to raise the vibration of the planet. And so you're part of an energetic frequency that can easily be targeted and can easily be lost here if you're not picked up, if you don't wake up, if you don't own your projections, do your inner healing. And this is not about, now here's the part where you want to get control. Because how you view things, as I said, get control is like 45 minutes, 45 seconds. How you view things makes every difference in your life. If you want to sit here and be like, I'm going to war and I'm a war against the dark and a war against, like this energy is too much. I say be as even keeled and balanced as possible. Watch your ego. Moon and Leo, watch your ego. Watch your ego. The guides talked about this in the March reading because we're all in Perceptionville right now. We're working on the eye right now. When you become impenetrable, that's because you have stopped yourself from being open to being swayed with certain things. Is money your weakness? Watch for when you're panicking about money. Is sex your weakness? Intimacy, closeness? A lot of times that's not about sex at all, by the way. It's about other stuff. So watch those energies. Do you want to be seen so much that you're willing to compromise yourself and sign things away, sign your name away, sign all sorts of stuff so you can be seen and followed and this and that? Are you jealous of people, which is really just a self-worth issue? These are the questions you want to be asking. Look for the loopholes. Look for the leaks in your field and clean it up. That's what this month is about, and that's what these next few days are going to be about. It's about locating where your structure is not so structury. Okay? And again, don't make the drama. There's no drama that needs to be involved here, because when we go into drama, like I'm a level 16 mage and I'm like, oh my god, 47 minutes, 47 seconds. You may be, but avoid the drama, because sometimes people get a kick for themselves out of hearing those kinds of things and out of having other people hear that about them. When you're not in your ego, you're moving silently. You're moving silently not because you're feigning modesty, but because you see there's no need to say it. There's no need. Unless there's a need. And when you only speak about, certain things when there's a need, then you're taken more seriously. Ask that kid who cried wolf. Just kidding. Is he still alive? Just kidding. I don't know. I never finished the rest of the story. I mean, what happened? All right. So anyway, I'm not saying that you can't do certain things here. What I am saying is that we're out here learning to become impenetrable. When you want to speak so much, check to see if it's from a place of communication or a place of unworthiness. These are the kinds of questions we have to ask ourselves. So here we go. During this moon, under the sign of Leo, we're going to notice some things about ourselves. So I'm going to leave you here. God bless you. Check out our girl Lynette if you'd like to find out more about your triggers. You can check her out also for her shadow cards. She is amazing. She has like 10 million decks. These are just 2 of them. And of course, you know exactly where to find me if you'd like to do any shadow readings, if you'd like to look at soul contracts, we do that as well. Past lives, we do all that. Etheric surgery, we do it all. We do it all. Initiations, light codes, and we do offer Klarna. So yeah, Klarna, ding, 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 where you can pay in installments. So if that's your jam, you know where to find me. Until then, stay focused and grounded and do your best, okay? Love you, love you, love you. And it's so great to have you guys on the team. Mwah. Bye.